Good afternoon, music and film students. It's a pleasure to see you face to face, although this is still once removed from the classroom. But I've enjoyed working with you all week and exchanging emails and reading discussion posts and getting to know a little bit about you. And today I thought I would bring out the cello. This is usually the time in the course, right about the time we look at Robin Hood and Korngold's grade score, that I like to bring out the cello. And it piggybacks the chapter that you just read in Hickman that talks about some of the things that string instruments can do. So we can kind of do double duty today, showing you a little bit about the cello. This happens to be a cello from Italy that was made almost 270 years ago. And if you can see, even on YouTube, it's quite beautiful. You can kind of tell how old it is, the beautiful old Italian varnish. And those old Italian makers had quite a knack for building instruments, creating instruments that had a beautiful sound. Let me play a couple of notes for you. Let me start with a scale. You can probably tell that that was major. And that becomes the melodic minor version of the scale. And I hope this comes through even on the video. This cello just has a wonderful and an extraordinary sound. I'm sitting here in the middle of my living room looking out at a beautiful summer day. The cat is behind you on a chair. The dog is in the kitchen. Got carpeting, lots of materials to absorb the sound. So it would be different in the classroom or the big lecture hall where you'd really hear the resonance. Let me show you a few things about the cello. And you could even consult Hickman's chart in the chapter on musical elements and just a few things that the cello can do. That's our scale, that time performed with a technique called pizzicato, where I pluck kind of like a guitar. Lick on the cello. Another term that he talks about is tremolo, where you shake the right hand. You oscillate it very rapidly. Imagine a mass sound of strings, violins, violas, cellos, basses together going dun. So that might be the scene in a movie where the damsel in distress is tied down to the train tracks and the bad guy is waiting for the train to take care of the business here, and you'll hear the tremolo for suspense. Something like that. Harmonics can lightly touch the string, and it's almost like I'm making a bell sound. In the Hollywood Sound movie, John Nocieri talks about portamento, sliding from note to note. That's a very well-known cello piece called The Swan by Camille Saint-Saëns. The thing I'm doing with my left hand, and that's where I'm shaking, doing a rapid motion like this. And you can even try this at home, where you do a rapid bow movement back and forth and try to shake your left hand at the same time. It's a tricky coordination. That's vibrato. And it adds expressivity to string playing. just transitioned into themes, leitmotifs from Robin Hood. And that's an interesting one. That's the love theme, but it's also representative of King Richard and love of country. And these themes intermingle throughout the movie. And in the climactic scene when Robin Hood finally meets King Richard, we hear that theme. We also hear it in the love scene between Robin and Marian. And there's a wonderful meeting of themes as Robin and King Richard meet. Let me see if I can remember Robin Hood's theme. Dum ba da dum, dum ba da da, which is a fanfare, which befits his noble, heroic character. So throughout the film, you hear these scenes repeated over and over until finally by the end you have a great identification with these characters, and you know they're there even if you just hear the music, even if they're talked about or thought about. You hear the music, you think of these characters. So again, this is the cello. It's a wonderful instrument. It's a pleasure to have you all in the class. Hope your first week has gone well. Keep the questions coming, and let's look forward to some more YouTube and video connections. So have a great day, great weekend, and I'll look forward to talking to you again soon.